Hi all, welcome to this Game Week 407 squads that we're roughly putting together for this week at the moment. I might obviously just say on stream like tomorrow for example, but at the moment this is what we're going to be putting together and taking it from there, obviously doing it live. So at the moment I'm generally happy with everything as far as I believe. So we'll put it together, take it from there and see what happens. So Tagliafico is going to be an interesting one because obviously played well over the international break, but Lyon are playing tragically. But Rongier, Jonathan David, and then I'll put Fouquet as my last player for now, but I'm definitely going to have to sit down and really kind of think who is an extra option that we can rely on, as it were. But see how it goes and take it from there. So Oblak in net for Atletico. I love how he scored 63. Well, I'd kind of expect him to. He didn't exactly do much, Oblak. Gaia, solid as a rock in general. Tuchemeni, Pereiro could suddenly be under threat for a spot, but Lewandowski and Rodrigo takes the last two for here. I'll go Lewandowski as my captain, but not overly sure who gets the nod, but it's just a wait and see game, I suppose. MLS amateur, happy with whoever really in net, but Burkey, Thiago Martins in centre back. Midfield I'll go obviously Hector Herrera, and then we're sticking with Savarino and Brandon Vazquez as like our attacking options, and just see how it progresses from there. Like Savarino should score well, being against at the Earthquakes, but time will tell. Goalie wise, this is going to be interesting. Meret should keep a clean sheet against Genoa. If he doesn't, I'd be pleasantly surprised. I love how Inter Milan's not got given their badge, which is baffling at this stage of Sorare, but joys of licensing and all that good stuff. Leo Alberto and then Oshiman, and I'm going to lean towards Zapata for Torino. It's going to be interesting to see how he copes there now. But if I'm being at obviously Atalanta for so many years, but we're going to have Oshiman as our captain. I feel he's going to have a field day in that particular game. 240. It's a pity we can't run the team that we ran last game week, and if I'm honest, I don't really want to. So I'm going to have to really overthink think this one through. So Champion America, I am going obviously McMath in net. I'm going to go with Stairs. See how he copes. Midfield wise is I'll go Quignon for now, but at the moment I'm not overly sure. I'll go Boyd with Gallagher taking the last spot, and if I'm honest, I'd probably go with that as a in fact, do I want to risk Quignon knowing what happened the last time? Let's go Ethan Finlay. I'm not 100% convinced. I feel 220. Let's put that. I think if we take the teams out of the equation that we feel more confident about, like lower points and a bit easier to work with. So common wise, in fact, let's not do 220 first. That's a flaw. So Asia is not this team. Right, Murakami, Nara. Do we go full Avispa here? Because if I'm honest, part of me wants to lean towards Consadole with them playing Shonan. Let's maybe actually do that. So Shunta goes in here up front. Yamashita could score actually against Kashiwa, so we'll go with that. And then the last spot can fall with Yuya. Yeah, I'm happy. I quite like that team. in fact, put Higashi in instead. Higashiguchi in net. And plus he's got a low enough cap that I can fall back on it if needed. So we'll go Tanaka as captain. 240, 240, 240. Nah, I'd rather leave that now. 270. Let's have a look at 270. Tenerife Gijon. Honestly, I pick them. I honestly pick them. Not Yane. Sorry, Corridera. It's captain. I'm gonna go. Do we? In fact, let's go Sergio. For now. Like Sergio, I expect a good all-round performance from Challenger. No goalie, right? What's happened here? I was about to say, what on earth has happened? Right. How much of the Hibs stack could we run? That's the question. We could run Hibs in 240. That could be a shout. That could actually be a really good shout. Because Marshall's a 33 cap. Then where is he? Fish. Will Fish back in town. My word. We have a lot to play with here. Joe Newell, Yuan and Boyle. Hib stack in 240. Oh no, we weren't going to run Boyle because we were concerned of it being on a plastic pitch. So I would say on that basis, do we run Waldo? Do we go 2 attackers? Well, we've got plenty to play with, so we've got 12 to play with. So I would say at the moment in fact Franqueta's a good shoot actually. I'm going to stick with that. That's a good 5. I'm quite happy with that. Second division, I've just got to do minor adjustments here. Nadal. Yeah, because Nadal's. Because. Wait, we have 270, 240 covered. We now. Right. Have we actually got everyone playing this week? It's in a main team. This gets interesting now. Right, I don't need that, so I can remove that. Right, Hanlon, midfield wise, I will put Jago in. Melkerson, and the last spot falls to Lewis Miller. That actually has a good chance if everyone performs. Captain wise, I am leaning towards one of Hanlon or Miller, and I'm going to go with Miller. 220 we can now do over everything else first. So we've got Iskaya to still play with, so that's good. So second division actually now has a chance, which is great. An unexpected chance. Right now, Berkey here. Then just going to remove the commons if my mouse and site would work accordingly. Right, so we could run a strong 220 team here. Right, this has potential, he says. Does Stevenson play though? That is the question. I think he will, but it's like, will he score as well as he did last time? That's the question. Albacete. I'll go Boxall because they're at home. Midfield wise, we've got 136 to play with. Kamai and Idaguchi could be a balanced shout. we've got so much to work with here. This is actually quite rare. Sato's injured, which is brutal. Yep. Yamagishi, right, 38. Right, we've got a chance. Maybe a low cap defender or something. 38. What have we got in the 38 pile? Alvaro. We've got Oda. Oda might start. Brunel played really well, to be honest, against Albacete, but I think this is a lot of the rotation play. Oda. Let's go Oda. And then, like, if you were to go really balanced, I think you'd take out Yamagishi, but then you're kind of snookered a little bit. Yeah, that's quite a balanced team. Everyone gets everywhere. All-Star's not got a starting goalie. That's where we're missing Esqueta. Right, there we go. Right, so Shano. Right, in fact, we don't have to necessarily go Shano, but I will. Right, under Barina we've got to drop, so do we risk Boyle? Right, Melo comes in here. I think Boyle's the risky one, as I said, because it's a plastic pitch. Everyone's talked about it, so it's because everyone's talked about it, it becomes a fear. And if I'm honest, this is a very balanced 5. Has real potential. I quite like it. So yeah, Racing's going to have a big test against Zaragoza. Everyone's got a big test this weekend. So we're looking good. We're actually looking good. MLS Pro, what can we actually field out of that? So Blake and net. Right, let's remove the commons and put to limiteds. I wonder how far off Hadib's from injury then. Right, Polster in here. Up front can be Herbers. And then our extra can be, suppose it can be Quignon, I suppose. Yes, there's 34 to play with, but we can work with that. Yeah, you know you're kind of struggling when like Camacho's just not getting a sniff really game time wise, which is a bit brutal really, because he's a very good scoring player. Second division, obviously Nadal is our goalie. I'll have to maybe I might try and get Bernabe in just to give us an extra goalie. I might just try and force some kind of swap, but at the same time it's not overly worth it. But yeah, that's generally as a 5, like, I don't mind, because we've got plenty of depth still falling back on. Like, as I said, Nadal I might just take out, and it gives me another starting goal, and then at least gives Second Division Europe half a chance that I've got a full team of 5 always playing. Goalie wise, Ishii ain't going to start. Like, Jose Leon in a throwaway team, this feels weird for this in like a throwaway academy team. I'll put in Michael Meza, and plus you get such a high percentage boost as well that they actually give half a chance if you can have like a full team of 5 actually playing. So it just shows what. Oh my god, Graham's G has the Avispa stack in here. I need mind they're playing Nagoya, so I've got to be realistic here. I've got to be honest about myself, and I can put in Boyle in here. I might try and get another cheap goalie. I might see who's kicking about that's a starter, because that as an academy team actually has a chance. I would never have said it before, but it actually has a real chance. It's a pity I can't do like kickoff rare. Obviously they're all listed, so I've got to unlist them. If wait, Murakami's here. Have I mucked up completely? Jesus. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, Murakami is in no team. Now he is. Right. So our Academy Team 5 is now suddenly our best team. That's brilliant. That is actually good banner. Right, West Bergen here. Then it can be whoever really. Nacho's not been playing the last couple of games, which is not ideal. Remove the no game part. I'll probably just make it. Who did I see's been playing? I'll put Katayama in. Right, another forward that could play. Right, I'll put Lukian in, even though I doubt he'll play. This feels great. This actually feels odd that I actually have teams in Academy that are actually field, well, not necessarily just fieldable, but we actually have a squad. Because with under 23s, just to kind of illustrate, like Dubison's obviously not playing, so it's not ideal, and Campbell. So it's like you're nearly there. It's just a pity that, as I say, we don't have a starting goalie, especially when it's affordable. But no, this actually now feels quite encouraging. Champion America has a chance. I'll maybe have a look over like Play Sharper MLS notes to do with Finlay, because Finlay's the only one in that Champion America team that would give me a little bit of doubt. Champion Asia, we've tried to be smart because of who's playing who and prioritised Consadole mostly in this team with a balance of Yokohama and Gamba. 270 obviously getting second division love, and it's a very strong team that I'm quite happy with. 240, good balance with Hibs, but then has potential with throwing Franqueza in as well. Like, for me, it feels like a very positive like team that could achieve threshold quite comfortably, so I'm quite happy with that. Challenger Europe has intrigue as well, because if Miller and Hanlon do well on the all-round performances, especially I think Miller might actually, if he can kick on, there's potential there. 220 certainly has potential there, with obviously a mix of MLS, J-League and so forth. I might rejig it a little bit, but at the same time I've got to remember like who's playing who. That's what we've tried to be smart this week, and I'm quite hopeful with it. All-Star is Keta, Melo, Idaguchi, Rubio, Waldo Rubio and Shano. I could easily have put in my in over Idaguchi, but I've tried to be quite balanced with my approach and feel it's quite happy. MLS Pro, you never know what might happen with that. It could work, it might not. As I said, Polster I might swap with Finlay. As I said, it comes down to what notes are getting said and so forth. Because Polster I've lost a little bit of faith in, whereas Finlay I haven't as much. And I wouldn't have thought that about Polster. I genuinely would not have thought that, but I think it's just recent games is what's set the uncertainty. Second Division Europe, yes, it's not a great 5, I will openly admit that. I may rejig it further, bring Michael in, Jose Leon and Miramon for example, so I might rejig it a bit further. I may go looking around at Bernabe and whoever else is cheap from the starting goalkeeping perspective for the division, just to at least give me a chance. I'm not going like France or Germany, Italy, EFL for like a goalie now with there. Academy Team 4 does tempt me to bring another starting goalie in as well. I might even just go all out and just get like 3 starting goalies, and just gives me options. So that like Westberg, Nagaishi and Nadal just get sold, boost up the funds, and well, Nagaishi I don't really want to sell. That's a lie. Nadal and Westberg I don't mind so much. Team 5 for Academy. I love how it says Team 5. It's just Team 2. I think it's because of the midweek stuff. But Growley, my Boyle and Nara. Obviously we've tried to be balanced but savvy at the same time. And if I'm honest, it has, like, that as a team could achieve threshold. It could achieve the $5 that you win for top 500. Who knows? It could generally go any which way, but it's because it's Nagoya, even though they're at home, I've tried to be smart with my approach. And then the last Academy team of Katayama, Miramon, Lukin and Jeti. Quite a lot of players obviously not getting played at the moment. I'll quickly show who's not getting lined up. Obviously the 3 rares, I'd like to offload them and build up the funds further. So we have 45 limiteds that we don't have use for at the moment. Vrioni, like everyone that's for sale is obviously what we're trying to offload. Schick, I've meant to relist him back up. Then obviously the Hibs options like Tavares, Doyle Hayes. Like Tavares, who knows what's going to happen with him. Cadden is obviously a long-term injury, same as McCurdy. Doyle Hayes is currently injured just now. Undabarina's under watchful eye for injury. Sato is a long-term injury. He got injured last week. Wellington, who knows what's going to happen with him. Moriyama, Tanaka, Jogo, all squad players, but that's about as good as it gets. Henderson's no longer at Hibs. He's on loan at Ostend. Bunel, Zarilla, Aladi Zarilla, Teto, they're all just squad players for Tenerife. Teto might get more game time, same as Bunel if I'm honest. Both showed decent form lately, and plus Teto's still relatively young. But like Higino's just not far. I think Higino's not far away from his injury, so that hopefully if he comes back soon would be ideal. But yeah, there's a lot of like squad players like Dubison. I'd like him to be back fit soon. For like 90 minutes. Like I know he was playing like last, I think just before the break, so it's kind of encouraging. So hopefully he's up to par. Because I'd quite like to give the under 23s at least a bit of a chance. It would then allow some players actually game time, like XP boost as well. So it's like Dubison, Campbell, Rocky, Teto. They'd all get a chance, and at least then I'd not be feeling too short on options. Obviously Nacho, who knows what's happening with him. Hadeb's still injured. Not sure how far away he is coming back. Signed his long-term injury as far as I believe still. But yeah, we've got like options still to fall back on if we really wanted to run more academy stuff. But at the same time, if we wanted to tidy up the gallery a little bit as well, we have that potential. But yeah, we're going to try and get a few more rares to get the 240 going on. As we said on Twitter and socials in general, yeah, we saw a boost for 270, 240, and I think everything went up actually, like in the end. 270, obviously, 353, even if we'd changed the captain, would not have made a difference. 240, we went up 12 points, which was nice. So that got us to 255 and got us to $5. 220, just unlucky really, just not firing. Second division, if they had all fired and we'd actually had a full team of 5, we generally could have ran very close. If Fortuno I think had got a goal and Gyro had maybe even got more, like even a decisive, it could have been interesting how it would have played out. But it's just one of those things. Like obviously for this game week, just quickly for 406, we've only got 2 players playing, so it's no big deal, nothing to stress about. But can't really do anything with that. So we are obviously trying to get ourselves contention in the all month at the moment. So for the 5, like what we've so far had is not a great return, if we're honest. Not a great score. 403 we scored, what was it? 316. 404 was nothing. 405 is 112. What was it? 112 and a half. Right. 406 is obviously nothing. 407's our proper team. So we're basically relying on 403, 407 to happen. And the thing is, we're kind of toiling. There's not much game weeks. I think we still get 4 out of it, even though there's like 8 or 9 game weeks. So we'll see how it plays out, and kind of just go from there, because we'd like to get a bit better scoring and just try and sneak into the top 3,000 places for the month. I think we can achieve it if we really go for it, but it's going to be harder said than done. But let me know, folks, how all your respective teams are set up for this week. Obviously, as I said, we don't do Champions Europe or Legends Challenge. We don't obviously do Kickoff Rare or Super Rare, because obviously they're super competitive. But at the same time, we could manage Kickoff Rare if we could, and under 23s, if we can make goalies happen and a bit more trading success go our way. So have a good one, folks. Take it easy all. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you all later.